GM, we are live. And I had every intention of coming on right at my normal 8:30 time and failed utterly. Everyone's moving slow again, but you know what I realized? I don't have my my light on, so give me 1 second. A little bit of a false start here, but yeah, we're waiting for one. If you want to hop into a big board, give me one. We're back. I didn't have my light on. I was looking a little sickly, and we got the 4-hole. All right, so here's the deal, guys. I said we were going to do 0 RB in a draft today, so we're gonna try to do it here. We're gonna try to make it this. Oh my god! And this is a killer room. This is a killer room to do it in, but we're gonna try. So yesterday we said we try a 0 RB. I was gonna caveat that with, I think I'm gonna get 2 drafts in on stream, but I'm not gonna go 0 RB from like the 1 hole, and I really don't want to go 0 RB from like the 12 hole because I think those, I'm not gonna pass on Bijan, and I think the 1-2 turn. It's very hard for me to not click at least one of this Cook, A-Chain, Genty range, if not 2. I've warmed up a lot to Jefferson. I think he's a guy I want to start grabbing more and more of before their QB situation improves, because I think some combos are going to be hard to get, and I'm a little underweight on that. That said, the 4 hole's perfect because we should be able to get Jamar Chase here, and that will be a good 0 RB start. So let's do it. We'll start with Jamar Chase. So this room is absolutely killer. We've got crutches here at the 6. We've got Mr. Worth or Mr. Dubs here at the 9. I guess I said it's killer, and there's 2 of you here, but it's two of the best. So we're gonna make it go. But Joel, good morning to you. Hope you're having a great start to your day. Likewise, Purple Yosh, appreciate you so much coming in, hanging out this morning. Thanks for swinging by, Purple Yosh. Tiger Uppercut, good morning. Good morning. Hope you're having a great start to your day. You too, Aditya. Thanks for coming in, hanging out. Danny 064 GM Jets drop bombs. Appreciate you as always. We need to get you your bash appearance. We need that to happen. So we got to, when the bash is back, we got to remind Pete that we were robbed. We were robbed of the Jets drop bombs appearance. Thomas Law, good morning. Hope you're having a great start to your day. Travioli, good morning to you, sir. Appreciate you so much for coming in, hanging out. Chris Burkle, one of the best. Always relied on for a comment, which really helps so much with the algo. So thank you so much, Chris, for doing that. It really helps. We're almost to 500 subs. We're at 457. So I mean that will be awesome when we hit 500. Appreciate you so much for all your help in getting there. And Stephen WC, good morning to you. Hope you're having a great start to your day. Looking at the board, don't see anything too out of the ordinary. We do see the 12 hole going Cook Genty and the 10 hole going A-Chain Love. So yeah, I like a lot of those starts. They really feel like nice ways to begin the teams, especially with how thin running back gets. But again, we're somewhat committed to the bit of this 0 RB thing. Like, it's very hard. If like Saquon's there, it's gonna be very hard not to click it. Derrick Henry, I think, is just like a naturally nice pick. We'll see what the room gives to us here, though. Frog Clone, you're not late. I was late. I meant to start at 8:30, and it's 9. But we're all doing our best here. Appreciate you, Frog Clone. Likewise, Greg, our fellow long-suffering Dolphins fan. Oh no, Saquon's here. This stinks. I really want to do 0 RB. I really feel like that's the good pick. But you know what? I'm gonna take who I think in this range is actually my favorite receiver, which is Rashee. I say favorite, not in the sense I actually like Rashee Rice, but I think for fantasy, this is my preferred option. It might get sticky. We might really have to reach here and pass over some good receivers, but we're gonna do it. We committed to the bit. Chris says Nico over Pickett. I don't feel like that's terrible myself. I'm a little cooler on Pickens than the market is. I don't love that he quit on like in the meaningful games. He's always been a bit mercurial. A report came out yesterday that said the Cowboys could tag him and then possibly trade him for a second. I don't know. I don't love that. Like that trading was like top of mind. I do think there's a chance he could go somewhere and be the one, in which case, he'd probably move up, I would assume. But the situation could get worse. The Cowboys were Dak was very close to leading the league in passing last year if they didn't pull him in the second half of that final game. So I don't know that I disagree there. I'm not a big Stroud guy, which makes it tough. All right, we really hope Chris Olave falls. All right, we get Chris Olave, so we can stick with our zero RB stuff here. The machine is going crazy. It wants us to take one of these backs. We're not going to do it. We're pissing like it's 2024. I've got another guy next to me, though, who's also doing zero RB, but I don't think they know what they're doing. Maybe neither of us know what we're doing, but I got the ginger here going JSN Allen, Lamar Jackson. Dear God. Dear God. Hey, Psychedelic Curse, good morning to you. Appreciate you so much. Saying Nico is a value. I like Nico there. Weren't we paying like 1-2 turn for him last year? I don't know. And part of it, I feel like if the defense regresses, and defense is weird. Defense year to year, not always very sticky. They were one of the best defenses in decades. If that slips a little, they may end up in some more positive game scripts for Nico. So I like Nico. The problem for me, again, I keep taking running backs in this range. And so this draft, I'm forcing myself to do zero RB stuff. But I like Nico. I want to get a little more of him. Ricardo Farrow, GMTU. I hope you're having a great start to your day. Appreciate you hanging out. We see the opposite, though. We see Connor JB 2022. So 2022, if he was born in 2022, then he has an old soul, because this is a boomer-tastic start. Cook, Genty, Kyron, Etienne, 4 running backs. It's not going to help me much, someone hoovering up packs like this. But I have seen the Sidekick recommend 4 running backs. Running back is pretty scarce. I have Sweetleaf here. He has no running back. So I have to say this room is not perfect for what I'm doing, because I have one guy with no running backs next to me. I have someone taking all the running backs. Let's see. I think Devonta Smith is the pick here as a fourth back. I know some zero RB is like, oh, you don't start till round 9. I don't know if I'm quite going to do that. So maybe I'm capitulating early, but I think with my next pick, I would love one of Javonte or DeAndre Swift. So maybe you can say this isn't true zero RB, and I'll say maybe this is the 2026 version of zero RB. Because my other problem is there's no tight ends in this range, and I don't really want Drake May. I don't want to reach for Burrow or Daniels at 52. I don't know. I really have a tough time taking a 5th receiver, and maybe you can say I'm a coward for passing on that, but I think I want one of these running backs. So we're gonna see what happens. All right. Here we go. Here, oh my gosh, my chat went, my window went a little crazy here. I have quite a few people taking Allen and Jackson. I mean, hold on. Let me make my pick here. I think I'm Javonte over these guys. I'm Javonte over Judkins. I like DeAndre Swift a lot too, but the injury risk with Judkins and the team just not being very good. Javonte kind of just showed he's that workhorse back that NFL teams like. If he's back in Dallas, I think that's terrific. If he's somewhere else, he's probably still pretty good. So this team is Javonte, Jamar Chase, Rashee Rice, Chris Olave, Devonta Smith. Let me just go back to this. I don't think double elite. I think if you're gonna do double elite QB, the big board is the tournament to do it in, because A, you have 2 more rounds, and B, some of the late rookies are going to pan out. We just don't know who they are. Like RJ Harvey last year, you were getting him at pick 180. When BBM closed, it was in the 40s and 50s. So essentially, you can make up some of that value if you choose the right late risers. So you can take some shots on it. It's not my favorite thing to do. And I will also caveat, I don't love Allen and Jackson. I would be more inclined to do like Allen and Hurts or Jackson and Hurts. I do feel like giving up your second and third pick for the quarterback is really thin. But if you want to take like an elite and then like a very good quarterback, I don't hate that as far as some of your teams. But yeah, Allen and Jackson, it's just too much for me. I guess they like country. Oh, I don't even know the reference there, Steven. I'm sorry. If Stroud didn't look like he did in New England, Nico would be mid-second round. Stroud's an odd duck, right? Because I mean, he's not far removed from being, what were we taking him in, like the 5th round his second year? And we've seen with Herbert, we were doing the thing where we took him in the 5th, 6th round, then he was all the way in the 13th. Now he's back up to around round 6, round 7, or 7, 8. So we might be kind of overshooting some of these year-to-year adjustments. He's probably not as bad as maybe we think. All right, first decision here: Jalen Hurts or Ramondre. We do need to catch up at running back, but I do like the Hurts Devonta Smith. Man, running back though is gonna die. Running back's gonna die. I gotta do it. I gotta pull the shoot and take Ramondre. I think I'm willing to push that. Hurts sometimes can be disfavored. There's a chance he comes back. I doubt it. Hurts used to go in this 7th round. He's now pretty routinely in the 6th, but we'll see. If we get Hurts back, then we're gonna take him. Chris says this start is fire. Hey, I hope you think we're landing the plane here. We'll see what happens. Nico Price is nice, and wow, you know ball when it comes to running backs in the 5th. All right. Love to hear it, Emo Cowboy. I appreciate you. So we did not get Hurts back. A little unfortunate. I mean, you guys know we're taking Jerry Rice here, aka Michael Wilson. Michael Wilson as wide receiver 5. Maybe I am a 0 RB, bro. Dear God. Dear God. You gotta love that. I don't know what our running backs are gonna look like, but we'll see. It's gonna be a lot of rookies. A whole lot of rookies. Double Elite QB has ended up pretty good for me. Yeah, when I do the Badge Bros Brawls drafts, and when we get to that era of the season, I love Double Elite quarterback. It is underdone in that format. It is massively, massively underdone in that game. It didn't really, I say that, didn't really work that well this year, but I think that was a function of the year being very strange. Jaden Daniels got hurt. Lamar Jackson got hurt. Josh Allen, his spike weeks were a little more spread out than usual. Hurts kind of didn't get there. But again, when you have 2 out of the 4 of the elite QBs get injured, I think that sort of skews the results a little. But yeah, I mean, I think it's one of those things where in certain games it makes sense. That's one of them. And if you do it right in the big board, you obviously need a little rookie luck, but it's not the worst thing. RJ Harvey is a great 0 RB back. Yeah. I guess I'm just a little more into Javonte, which is something I can't imagine saying last year. Alan Jackson is okay, there we go. I'm sorry. I don't know ball about country music. I appreciate it. RJ, JCM, Aaron Jones, or Gainwell. I'm not in on the JCM bit. I think he's very, 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 very live to get replaced. And Aaron Jones, I don't know. I haven't clicked him this year, to be honest. Maybe I should. He just feels... It feels a little like a has-been. I was really hoping I'd get Mahomes on this team. Alas. We do not We do not. All right. Let's see. All right. Well, I'm going to take Algier here because he may or may not come around. I wonder what the machine says to do. The machine hasn't updated in a day and a half. Machine help. Well, we took Tyler Algier. I think Tyler Algier is going to rise a ton when he gets his landing spot. So we'll take that pick now. And of course, somehow we kind of got locked out of our quarterbacks. I was hoping to get one of Chase Reich or Devonta Smith stacked, and we managed to get none of them, but that's the way she goes. Ramondre feels like a huge regression candidate. He definitely could, but I think Vrabel really likes him. All right, what are we doing here? Is it QB time? Do we just take one of the QBs? I kind of want to IKB Nix over Purdy. Yeah, I'm going to IKB Nix over Purdy. If I'm going to have one of them unstacked, I think I'd rather have Nix unstacked. Plus, it opens up like the late Marvin Mims click that we could get to. There's also the possibility they draft a tight end if we take one of the rookie tight ends. So we'll do that. We'll take Bo Nix here. Yeah, people are the 5 RB start. I mean, yeah, the 3-hole doing 5 RB. This made some of the 0 RB stuff a little squirrely. When I had someone next to me kind of go 0 RB, he still only has 1 running back, the Ginger. I have this guy going 5 running backs. So this is kind of a crazy room. 7-hole implosion written all over it. I don't know. I don't feel like the 7-hole's doing anything too crazy. But yeah, let me know what you mean. Sorry, it's hard for me to keep track of everything going on. This room is crazy. Yes. Eager sub chat draft a big albatross. I need the ranks. I don't have ranks, and I don't know offhand who's qualified for everything. But we will do some albatrosses. I promise. Probably not today, but we will get to those. QJ doesn't get sniped one time when I have Herbert chat. Oh, yeah. Brutal. Brutal. Let's see. Are you the Okay, so you did not you're not the lad guy, but you also did not get QJ. So that is a little bit of a tough beat. I love Jalen Coker. That said, with how thin QB gets and how weird these rooms are, I will at least pair Chris Olave with his quarterback on this particular team. So we'll take Tyler Shuck. So now we got Bo Nix, Tyler Shuck. I can back off QB a little bit and not feel super pressured that I'm gonna get frozen out. Pick 141 can be kind of weird. QB, I think around there you start having to reach for someone. So let's see what's going on. Emo Cowboy says RJ Harvey, the classic RB dead zone type. That's my issue, is that he's in this like horrendous split. He doesn't feel very reliable. I don't know. I'm kind of with you. He feels overpriced for what you're getting. I feel like you get similar backs to him a lot later, and that's why because I don't think there's any chance he's like a workhorse. The QB room is crazy in this draft. I mean, someone going Daniels, Burrow, Dak, in addition to someone going Allen, Jackson, Caleb, has really skewed the market here. Yeah, this is a wild room. I have zero idea why Harvey's ADP is that. I don't have a single share. I might not have a single share either, Crutches. I'm with you. I don't think I do. Schedule much more difficult in New England. Has to have a better... Oh, for Ramondre? Yeah. Yeah, but I do still... I do still like his usage a lot. All right, we'll go... I think we'll go Gainwell in this room. We'll go Gainwell here. I think he showed enough to where he's pretty live, even if he doesn't go back to Pittsburgh, to find some utilization. He looked pretty good out there. Assuming he falls a bit when Dobbins is back. Yeah, the Dobbins discussion is an interesting one, and he's definitely has his supporters. I don't know where I come down on that, to be honest. I don't know where he might be one of the bigger late running back what is he, around pick 170? Where is he going? Oh, 130. Oh my god. That is a lot earlier than I thought Dobbins was going. I don't know why I thought he was super late. Man. I don't know. I don't have a ton of Dobbins. I would rather I'm taking a lot more Gainwell and Johnson here to me. Glad to see who's propping up Harvey's ADP. Let's see who took Harvey here. Old man game here at pick 51. There we go. You got to embrace uncomfortable when going 0 RB. 100% bird enthusiast. You are absolutely right there. The tower live drafts are a big albatross right now. The tower live draft, your team last night came out pretty good. I listened on the members only show as I was trying to get the kid to fall asleep. It took an hour. Listen to the whole draft. I actually thought you guys made an awesome team. Old CMC, Neighbors injured, Adams old, Watson injured, Bucky is meh. Hang on, I got to draft a player. Oh man, this is an interesting spot on the board. I think I'm going to take Juwan Johnson to finish the Tyler Shuck stubble here with Olave and Juwan Johnson and forego some of these other options. I'm surprised the machine had him lower. I guess the machine likes Hunter Henry more. I'm just more of a Juwan Johnson truther. Maybe make the argument I could have taken another quarterback, and maybe I would have gotten Johnson anyway. But I don't know. He was going to be right around ADP, and there are people that are really into him. He's risen quite a bit. Oh, the 7th hole implosion theory. Gotcha. That's all the players that the 7 hole has. Okay. I think he's the 8 hole. Hence the confusion. I was looking at the wrong team before. I think that guy's in the 8. Who is taking JCM's job? Maybe David Montgomery. If he moves, JCM was good. The RB class is weak, and people think. I just think anyone could come and take JCM's job. All right, let's see. We just take Cam Ward here. We'll grab our third QB because QB truly goes off a cliff. So for the audio listeners, we got a 3-4-5-1. We got Bo Nix, Tyler Shuck, Cam Ward, Javonte Ramondre, Tyler Algier, Kenny Gainwell, Jamar Chase, Rashee Rice, Chris Olave, Devonta Smith, Michael Wilson, Juwan Johnson. I feel like for a 4 running back start, this is not the worst. 4 wide receiver start, not the worst running back room you could end up with. So we will see. The market seems like a bipolar goldfish. Bipolar goldfish sounds like an indie band title. I'd listen to some bipolar goldfish there, Terrence. But yeah, I guess you're saying they have a no memory and they flip flop. It's not the best running back class, but I don't know if JCM is the best running back. Is my problem. It was a great show. Easy, GM heard chat just pop. It is. As always, Easy. Appreciate you so much. Thanks for coming in, hanging out. We're doing our best here. J.K. Dobbins, Rico, Javonte Brees, all free agents. Swift, a trader, cut candidate. JCM very live to get better competition. Wasn't getting a full workload, who he's going to get replaced. Yeah, when you're losing like snaps to McNichol, and there were multiple instances where we thought JCM was like the unquestioned starter, and then he wasn't. Like it was that Cowboys game, and he got bailed out with like a touchdown to save his day, if I remember right. But it was not looking good. I'm gonna have 0 cross key merit. I'll just say that. I'm gonna have 0 in the big board. That's a bet I am going to make. All right, now what do we do? I'm going to take Shamire. DK will continue the Cam Ward stack. I think we're going to end up stopping at 6 or 7 receivers. And then have 7 running backs on this team. The question is do we end up with, is this a like weird 8 running back, 4 tight end team? I don't think I've done that. I don't know if I love that, even though I've used a lot of draft capital on receiver. It is hard for me to stop at 6. But I guess if you're ever going to stop at 6, we're pretty close to a room that you do it with. So stay tuned. We'll figure something out here. But we will get one more member on the stack. No worries, Chris. I was just confused because I looked at the 7 hole when you first mentioned it, and it looked kind of like a normal team. Appreciate you, Purple Yoshi. Yeah, it's never JCM crutches. I'm just not going to click him. I mean, is JCM really going to kill you if you have 0? That's where another thing. Like, what outcome does JCM bury you? All right, Jonathan Brooks goes, wow, this old man game has no quarterbacks. Please take Michael Penix. You're making me nervous. He doesn't. He takes Jerry Jeudy. All right, I'll take Joe Mixon on a 0 RB team. I said yesterday, if you do 0 RB and you don't take Joe Mixon, you're doing it wrong. I do believe that. If you are trying to make up ground at that position, I think Joe Mixon is a smash. Emo says JCM and Tootin prices ignore how many options teams have to add guys. Remember Hutt joining to nuke KC last year. Vets replace bags all the time, or Judes that struggle. Yep. And it's always harder to predict those moves than you'd think. And by the corollary is sometimes we assume teams are going to add and then don't, right? So it is possible they don't add anyone to the room. Like we all thought Javonte, like, oh, they're going to add someone, and they never did. It was just Javonte, and they were kind of right. Javonte was serviceable enough. That wasn't their biggest problem. So it is sometimes hard to predict, but yeah, those other times teams add players when we don't expect them at all. Hey, Nez, appreciate you coming in, hanging out. Nez, one of the badge bros and one of the best out there. Appreciate you so much, crushing it in the NBA streets. And I'm sure he's just itching to join these big board streets as soon as possible. 0771 build. It's the new meta. Easy. Algier is just, he's gonna go to another team and start. He was a 1,000-yard rusher as a rookie, and then ended up in the Bijan Cuck chair. I'm willing to buy that. All right, what does the machine want us to do? It wants us to take a bunch of really crappy tight ends. So we're going to take our own crappy tight end and take Gunnar Helm and add to our Cam Ward stack. TJ Hawkinson, Emo, on the stream yesterday, you were arguing for Hawkinson. I tend to agree with a lot of your takes. That is one I am out on. I think TJ Hawkinson is utter dust. I was disagreeing with you in my mind on that one. But I don't know. I know he's I'm pretty sure he's a free agent. I just don't see it from him. I think it's over for Mr. Hawkinson. All right, we're now officially in get your guy territory. And I don't have a guy. None of these are guys I want. This is horrible. And I'm not going to click Vele in time if I'm too slow. All right, what says good team more than a New Orleans Saints triple stack? So we've got Tyler Shuck, we've got Chris Olave, Devon Vele, and Juwan Johnson. Speaking of guys that could easily be replaced, Devon Vele could go to 0 very quickly, but we will pretend that he doesn't for the purposes of this team. So that will probably wind up the wide receiver room here. So we will see. Cowboy says Dallas added Sanders and Blue. Sanders got hurt early. Blue sucked, so it doesn't always mean. Chicago didn't add to Swift, but a rookie did take away some, but not enough. Yeah, I guess it was Sanders. We expected more than Sanders and Blue. I think Sanders made sense, but we all thought it was such a deep running back class. They would grab someone we were excited about, like an RJ Harvey or a Scatabo or even a Judkins. You'd see mocked to them, and they waited till the end to take a guy that like nobody was that in on. But yeah, I mean, it's not they added nobody. It was just I think we were all I was expecting them to take someone a little higher caliber than Blue. Maybe LaQuint Allen works on his run. No, he doesn't do that. He's there to pass block, and if they're down 30 points, to get a two dump offs. I don't believe. I would not worry about LaQuint Allen. I was out on Hawkinson in Dynasty 3 years ago. Oh no. Yeah, Crutches, I'm with you. There is no LaQuint ILY. It's not a real thing. At cost, Hawk seems fine. If he's going to get cut, find a new home. Better yards per route run than Njoku and Otten. Terrible offense didn't help. Yeah, I guess it was the just watching him lumbering around, and like Oliver getting touchdowns over him. I think it was like it. I don't know. I say that as someone who was taking a ton of him at like pick 98 last year, and just getting absolutely nothing from it. And maybe you're right. Maybe it is so heavily related to the failure of the 9-led offense as a whole. All right, let's take Mike Washington Jr. here as our 6th running back. I think we could push tight end to the end, especially if it's actually going to be Justin Jolly that we want. I think one of Jolly, Stowers, or Claire will safely be there for us in the last round. I have backed a little bit off of one of the rookies. I was taking Kalen Black from Indiana. He did not get invited to the combine. Don't love that. So I'm gonna back off of him a little bit. I think I was at like 14%. That seems bad. We won't be doing that anymore until maybe we get something from the pro day. We'll take Roman Hemby. Take another one of these rookie swings on this team. So a couple late rookies, try to strike some gold. We'll queue up Jolly. We'll queue up Claire. If anyone has another late tight end du jour that they are into, Michael Mayer's always in play. So there we go. Keep the board up so people can see what's going on. What did Old Man Game end up doing? Oh my God. So he pushed quarterback all the way to round 17 and has Shadur Sanders, Justin Fields, and Marcus Mariota. My God. I don't know what he's doing. He may not either, or he's just going 0 QB. I'm at 2. Will this draft be canceled because of Ginger? No. No, why would it? Everyone he took is pretty much at or around ADP. No, we're good. All right, Fraud Clone likes Mike Washington. There we go. And Chris is out on Njoku and Otten. I'm pretty out on those too. Hold on, I'm confused. 1 RB. Does someone have 1 running back? Oh. I mean, you can't just cancel draft because somebody's drafting badly. I didn't realize how grim that was. But yes, they have Quinshon Judkins. Anchor running back. So, and then you have Sweetleaf with 8 running backs. Crutches, Aditya, Mr. Worth. What room were we just in? This was a crazy room. This was an absolutely crazy room. Yeah, taking 0 RB to its illogical conclusion. I mean, I guess I mean I think the draft forces you. I think you have to have a position minimum. So he's going to take a running back here. No one's going to snipe us on Justin Jolly because the Ginger, I don't think you can have more than 5 tight ends. Unless Crutches snipes us on Jolly, which would be fine because then we'll just have Max Claire. I don't know if he's actually German. I just assume he is. The Toxic Tower signing timesheets to make this suck less. I hope you're not talking about making this stream suck less. Like the timesheets are improving your viewing experience. This stream is so terrible. Let me sign timesheets and make it better. Dear God, that's where we're at. All right, we'll take Justin Jolly. So at least someone's jolly here. Copy paste late. Heard 0 RB was the new meta after drafting Judkins. Oh my God. Oh my God. You love to see it. No, I know that's what you meant. I was just joking. Yeah, signing timesheets. Yeah, my wife has to do a lot of that at her job. One of the admin functions he has, and it's just chasing down people to make sure they're just doing something they're supposed to do every 2 weeks, but need reminders. Yeah, I agree, Toxic Tower. Get Chad to 500 subs so I can dono for his services. We're so close to 500 subs. We were at 457 yesterday. Would love to be there again today. So, yeah, if you can, drop a like, drop a sub, leave a comment. All those things help a ton. Copy paste late and Anchor Claiborne and Judkins. Yeah, the Ginger has 2 running backs. Claiborne and Judkins. All right, let's see. It's 9:40. Okay. I have time for another draft after this. Let's go over a couple people's teams. First of all, mine. 3773. Bo Nix, Tyler Shuck, Cam Ward, Javonte Williams, Ramondre, Tyler Algier, Kenny Gainwell, Joe Mixon, Mike Washington, Roman Hemby. So we started 4 running backs or 4 receivers. Now, I don't feel like this is the worst running back in the room. I guess in the room, that's easy because I will beat the guy with Judkins and Claiborne. Jamar Chase, Rashi Rice, Chris Olave, Devonta Smith, Michael Wilson, Shamira DK, Devon Vele, and then Juwan Johnson, Gunnar Helm, Justin Jolly. So there you go. You have permission to open 4 wide receivers if you think this kind of team works for you. All right, Aditya, what did you do? 3, 6, 7, 4. Hurts, Stafford, Derek Carr. Hey, Derek Carr's kind of fun. There's a little mini drum beat that he could come back. So, I mean, he will not be stone free if he is back. I will say that. Derrick Henry, and I will also add, he said he wants to come back for a contender. So maybe if he does come back, it's like not in the worst circumstance. I don't know off the rip where that would be, but interesting click trying to get ahead of that. Henry, Breece Hall, Jalen Warren, Alvin Kamara, Jonathan Brooks, Kamini, Vidal, Puka, McLaurin, Waddle, Worthy, Godwin, Golden, and Dubs, and then AJ Barner, Ferguson, Tonjes, and Stowers. Yeah, nice team here. Crutches, what'd you do? 3, 6, 9, 2. All right, so Herbert, Mendoza, and Kyler, Jonathan Taylor, Josh Jacobs, Jadarian Price, Aaron Jones, Sean Tucker, and Najee. Crutches, I know you are a Vikings fan, so I'm wondering, are you projecting him back there, or is this just a player take on Aaron Jones? Zay Flowers, Carnell Tate, Mike Evans, Jordan Addison. I like the Addison. I need to get more of that. Because again, if the QB situation improves similar to Jefferson, we're getting a huge discount on Addison. Jaden Reed, A.D. Mitchell, Trey Harris, Chris Brazel II, and Kyle Williams. And then Bowers, Mason Taylor. Like the team here from Crutches. And then Mr. Worth, 3773, or standard. Jordan Love, Jared Goff, Mac Jones, Omarion Hampton, Monungai, Emmett Johnson, Trey Benson, Jordan Mason, Dylan Sampson, Adam Randall, Amon-Ra, Ted McMillan, Garrett Wilson, Romo Dunze, Marvin Harrison, Tesla, and Skylar Bell. And then Tucker Craft, Kelsey, and Parkinson. Nice team here. Sweet. All right. Let's do it again. Waiting for 5 if you want to hop in. Greg says, Chad, the AM stream helps me power through the corporate slop. Hey, I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad I can help with that. Sirach is here. Hey, appreciate you, Sirach. Thanks for coming in. We are off and running. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's pick 150. It goes to the 150s. There we go. Yeah, Chris, Aaron Jones is hurt. Fade sound. Yeah, again, but at pick 150, you could live with a fade down the stretch. They're fine if they're just like helping with advance rates. Also, here he could get hurt early in the year and then be there late in the season. That's always a possibility. But yeah, I think at that point he has the pedigree of a running back. I think is fine to take at 150. He's not someone I have a ton of or maybe any of, but I think he's fine. I wasn't sure if Crutches had a take on him coming back to the Vikings as one of our Vikings fans here. Oh my gosh, we got T-Bear. T-Bear himself at the 1. Bird Enthusiast at the 3. Mr. Worth at the 4. Crutches at the 6. Line of Scrimmage at the 9. Mr. Vinegar at the 11. And myself at the 12. So this will not be a 0 RB team, barring some craziness. So we will see. Chad Kettle's bringing the positivity. I mean, you've got to. And yeah, we got the 12 hole, which is a fun place to draft from. Hopefully we can make some things happen. I do prefer the 11 to the 12. I think that's probably a pretty common view. I don't know, just that one extra spot of being able to push things around the turn and looking at what a player is doing is really nice. I mean, not having to worry about getting sniped like around the turn is nice too, but I think that one extra little bit kind of outweighs it. But regardless, A-Chain goes. So let's take Justin Jefferson here. I think I'll just do Jefferson Cook. That's fine. I would have preferred Jefferson A-Chain. I thought about doing Jefferson Jeremiah Love. All right, you know what, guys? Let's do it. Let's do Jefferson Jeremiah Love. Let's live a little. Let's do it. It's Valentine's Day tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. It's Valentine's Day soon. So if we're not taking Love now, what are we doing? 2 RB start incoming. Normally, yes, but I am underweight Jefferson, and I want some more of that. Yeah, slam the like. And slam. I mean, Valentine's Day, Toxic Tower. I guess that's another way to approach it respectfully. Respectfully, of course. So appreciate you, Toxic Tower. All right, give me 1 sec. Dear God. Okay. All right. We're good. Oops. I gotta bring the comment up. Valentine's Day meta, shove all in with 6-9 of hearts. Yeah. If we were able to do a poker channel, I suppose you could do a little more with Valentine's Day. But right now, all we can do is draft Jeremiah Love. I don't know if we have other love or heart themed players. Is there a Hart? No, there's Josh Hart, Blake Whiteheart, and Raheem Blackshear. Blackshear feels like the opposite kind of name for Valentine's, but if we start typing in Hart, we get them both. It's a little yin and yang here. And there's no Devonta Hardy, Sam Hartman, and Penny Hart. We could give them ADPs. Maybe if you're gonna get a draft thrown out on Valentine's Day, this is what you do. You start with Jeremiah Love so nobody knows it's coming. And then wham, you hit him with Devontae Hardy, Sam Hartman, and Penny Hart. The ultimate Valentine's Day rug pull. All right, we'll pull the board up, though, so you guys can see what's going on. For those of you not interested in Valentine's Day themed players, 6-9 suited, aka... There we go, Chris. There we go. All right, let's see. Let's time to lock in. T-Bear, he's got Bijan, Pickens, Josh Allen. So the elite QB start for our friend T-Bear there. We only have 2 people going, or actually 3 people started running back. Ballin abandoned ship. He went Olave. We'll see if Play to Win or Mr. Vinegar go with the 3 running back start. Crutches on the clock here with Jonathan Taylor, Drake London. And what does he do? Top 3 by ADP are running backs. Let's see if he adds Breece Hall. He does. Yeah, Cade was out of the blue. All right, let's see. Breece Hall goes at pick 30 there. We'll see. I'll see all the running backs. See, this is where you can end up here. If Bucky and Kyron go, Then if you want a running back at the turn, you have to pull up Scatabo or go even further. So we will see if that's the direction we end up in or not. We'll see what Mr. Vinegar does. He takes Kyron. So we will take Higgins. And then the question is, do we want Scatabo? Come on. We have an ASU frat leader mogging everyone left and right, and we're not going to take Scatabo here at the 3-4 turn. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So we'll take Scatabo here. Also, running back goes off a cliff. Do I think this is too expensive for Scatabo? Yes. I think we're kind of paying for an uninjured Scatabo. We don't know if we're getting that. But I don't necessarily love ending up in that position with only one running back at the 5-6 turn. It can get a little thin. I feel like this room, it could be even more difficult. Like, I'm not going to get Javonte or Swift there. And then I'm down in that pulling up Ramondre or Warren tier. And then if you don't do that, then you're really tough. And I'll end up in an anchor RB with Love. So we will grab Scatabo there. The preference would have been Kyron, but we can't always get what we want there. Yeah, I was surprised T. Higgins fell all the way to 36 because he sometimes goes on this side to like the Chase Brown drafter. What's his ADP? 33. Okay, so that's actually not that big a fall, but you do see some people building that Bengals stack. Where does Burrow go? Just to kind of plan ahead. Burrow goes at 65. So we could potentially make this a Joe Burrow team, just sort of thinking ahead. I don't have a ton of Burrow, but wouldn't mind that. It might be a little unique. I mean, starting Jefferson Love is going to be fairly unique on its own because these guys are mostly both second-round picks. So we've kind of just created a different combo. We don't have to go crazy over here. It's Friday and I'm building clients for the last 2 hours, man. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Living your life in 6-minute increments, but appreciate you. And as always, Chris, I hope the billing isn't too bad. Yeah, Cade's in. Better see. Yeah, T-Bear did take Harvey. He did. Thank God. We can't have disingenuous touting from the streamer or from the chat. And T-Bear is an important part of the channel. So I would have been disappointed in him if he did not take Harvey there as well. I'm with you. I'm with you, Frog Clone. All right, let's see. Anyone doing anything weird? Old Man Game was in the last room, and he went kind of rogue. And we see him go rogue again. He's got Bowers Loveland, double elite tight end. So there you go. We have another interesting build. We don't have Ginger in here to go 1 RB though, which is disappointing because that was kind of fun to see. Crutches, he gets the memo on Arizona State. He takes Tyson there, so he's marked safe from the ASU frat leader showing up at his place of residence. Yeah, there goes Javonte. Let's see. I will be absolutely stunned if Swift somehow made it to us. Swift does not make it to us. So yeah, now we're in this like horrific running back. You've either got to reach or kind of die. So in the ideal world, we'll get Burrow here. I would be surprised if Mr. Binninger took an unstacked Burrow ahead of May Daniels. He does not. Again, I think that would have been somewhat of an odd pick. ADP, it's Odunze. The sidekick has abandoned me. It says, you don't listen to me anyway. Why would I help you? All right. Well, what do we do? I don't have a sidekick. Is it Sutton? I feel like BTJ is overpriced. I don't love Rome Odunze. I like Tyler Warren, but it's really hard for me to get to him. All right, we'll take Cortland Sutton. We'll take Cortland Sutton. Thanks. We've been abandoned. The machine has abandoned us. No, Crutches, we know you would never get frame mogged, and Yeah, this is a Jester Gooning stream, if anything. So you've got to stay. Maurice Perkins, GM to you. Hope you're having a great start to your day. We're here drafting. The sidekick has left us, but we're soldiering on. That's the way she goes. Thanks for coming in, hanging out. Chris, there has not been Scatabo injury news. The last I heard is that he's targeting being back for the start of OTAs. Haven't heard anything of a setback. So it is tough. It is tough because he did have that tightrope surgery. And if you remember, Tony Pollard, the first year after the tightrope surgery, was terrible. Mark Andrews got the tightrope surgery and has not been very good. So it's a little scary. Scatabo's a lot younger, I believe, than when they got theirs. Again, not the best situation, not a pick without risk. Somebody that I am trying to be closer to market. Last year, if you were around, you know he was pretty much my favorite click. I was like over 35% in most contests on Scat. But again, I don't think we're getting the injury discount we should be getting for him. Because you have the risk of A, he's either not ready, or B, he just has lost a step. And he's never been the fastest man on Earth. And so if he loses a step, it could just be like a plotter's plotter and not be good. Okay, Jester Gooden can't deal with... Yeah, chat's on one today. But it's also February 13th. It's February 13th, and we're drafting contests that will not pay out until December. So there we go. It has been elite. This has been one of the... this has been a good one so far. Everyone's doing their part. Everyone is doing what they're supposed to be doing. All right, let's see. What do we want to do? Running back. See, this is another kind of dead running back zone, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. So far, we got Joe Burrow, Jeremiah Love, Cam Scatabo, Justin Jefferson, T. Higgins, and Cortland Sutton. We'll see what the room gives to us here. I don't think any of these quarterbacks make a huge amount of sense. Alec Pierce is probably who I would have taken, but we don't get that option. Herbert goes. I had, if I did have Burrow, a Herbert QJ instant stack would be nice. I imagine that's what Cade is going to go. Oh, but Mr. Bittiger says absolutely not on my watch. Let's do Tony Pollard and who? Pollard and Chuba. I'm going to do Pollard Algier. I really think Algier is going to rise a lot. And I think as someone who started out behind at running back, now I feel a little bit better about the room with Love, Scatabo, Pollard, and Algier. So there we go. Mr. Bittinger takes Stafford to pair with Devontae and Kyron successfully. Cade is coping and seething at not getting QJ, but then adds Dak, an unstacked Dak to the mix. Sniping poor line of scrimmage, who had to think he was a lock to get Dak, who then takes an unstacked Mahomes. So we have a whole room of knock-on effects of quarterbacks getting sniped and stacks getting sniped. So there you go. There you go. I do like Mahomes a lot, even unstacked. I think at pick 88, that's pretty nice. At least on Kalshi, they give you 3.5 interest on your bets that won't cash. Underdog. Gosh. The bank of Underdog. They should give you something a little more. Instead, these sites don't like best ball because they only rake your money once. They like us to turn over our money over and over so you get raked repeatedly. But they should see it as a massive interest-free loan. But alas, they would just prefer to continue to rake us until all of us have no money left. But that's the way she goes. The long-term benefit of the ecosystem is not always what betting companies have in mind. That is not to say that I expect Underdog to give us any savings rate, because they have to make money somehow. But I will say, I think that is why best ball sometimes is not the priority for some sites. All right, let's see. Anything interesting on the board? Nobody with any builds that are too crazy. Old Man Game still only has one running back, which feels a little nuts, especially that it's only Etienne. But nope, that's how some people are building. T-Bear, he grabs DJ Moore and Oronde Gadsden on his team. So no Gadsden stacked with Herbert over here for Cade. Crutches takes his second quarterback with Purdy and Pearsall. So he's got that stack locked down there. We are at a 1-4-3-0. We'll see what's available to us. Well, we will cross our fingers that we get a certain pick, but we will see if it comes to us or not. As line to scrimmage winds the clock, he thinks about it and takes Boston. Don't mind that pick there. Rico Dowdle goes. Good pick. What does Mr. Binniger do? He does not take Bo Nix. So we will take Bo Nix to stack with Sutton. And then what do we want to add with Nix? Probably one of these. Probably doing one of these quarterbacks. Or excuse me, wide receivers. I like a lot of these guys in this range. I'll do Wandale though. We'll see where Wandale ends up. He started breaking out last season. I like the Wandale click. So we got a 2-4-4-2, Joe Burrow and Bo Nix, Jeremiah Love, Cam Scatabo, Tony Pollard, Tyler Algier, Justin Jefferson, T. Higgins, Cortland Sutton, and Wandale Robinson. So not too bad. We've stacked Burrow and Higgins. We've stacked Nix and Sutton. I like the team so far. Chris says, Etienne, after 3 mess seasons and one good season, he gets steamed into the third. Peak prisoner of... Yeah, but I think we're buying Liam Cohen, and I don't know. Maybe it's a little prisoner of the moment, but I'm kind of into the Etienne stuff this year. I'm okay with that click. To me, the Tootin price is the bad one. If you want to say someone that I'm not, with all due respect to Mr. Worth, I think that price is way too high. I think it's way too high. Liam Cohen wakes up and he thinks about ball security. Like I remember Tootin fumbled on his first carry in offseason, like the offseason stuff, and like it was like the first comment out of Liam Cohen's mouth. And we've seen Tootin fumble in the game and go to the Shadow Realm. I don't know. I just have some concern there. Yeah, I was wondering if Jennings was going to come back to you there because you're as the Purdy drafter. I have a fair amount of Jennings. So you say you click Reed. I think Reed is... It looks like you didn't even get Reed. Yeah, Reed went there. Reed's not someone I've clicked a ton of, but I probably should, especially if Dobbs is on the way out. He's someone I should be getting to. Ryan says, too many Giants with no neighbors. I do. I guess I've got Scatabo and Wandale. I'm assuming Wandale's going to go back, but he might not. But hey, Brian, appreciate you. Thanks for coming in, hanging out. Where did neighbors go in this draft? He went there to Mr. Frandano in the pick 19. And yeah, we didn't end up with Dart on this team. Dart's ADP is, man, it's pretty steamy. Wandale, fake Giant. Yeah, we'll see. Chris asking, will he be on Cohen's team next year? I'm assuming that he's coming back, but you're right. That is not guaranteed. I don't know though. I just think Etienne is in that like Javonte kind of category where he's just a guy that NFL teams are happy giving a huge workload to, and that has like a ton of value in a game like this, in a half PPR touchdown dependent game. Yeah, it could be a fake Giant. Are we going to see any discount before on Neighbors before the season starts. It depends if you think this is the discount, pick 17. If we get more bad injury news, maybe. But yeah, I don't know. This could be the discount we're asking for. All right, we'll take Gainwell. I think with Burrow and Nix, I'm good pushing quarterback till later. And I'll take Romeo Dobbs here. I don't need the third QB that badly. So we'll take Romeo Dobbs. Don't know where he's going to go, but I think he's a guy who could potentially rise when he gets a landing spot. With the wide receiver free agent class is pretty bad, so he could get overpaid to go somewhere. We could end up liking that. But yeah, Brian, I the fact that the Twitter docs seem to think he's slightly behind schedule, like he was the surgery was more significant than he was initially reported. I think the timeline still should have him ready for the start of the year, but I don't know. Seeing him still on crutches this long after the injury has a lot of eyebrows raised. But maybe as that gets reported more, we do get more of a dip on him. But then if all of a sudden it's the first day of training camp and he's doing wind sprints and looks fine, I could see him moving back up. There's also the Nagy, the Matt Nagy effect, which is I think possibly depressing him. I thought it might depress Scatabo and Dart more than it has, but it hasn't. Chad took my favorite wide receiver into group. Blame him. Was it who did I take there? Who? Oh, Wandale. Well, you could have taken Wandale. You took Kincaid. You took the guy with the lava lamp in his knee, Mr. Benninger. I wasn't going to take Kincaid. I was looking for 100% Neighbors at pick 25. Yeah, that might be a little tough. But you never know. The other thing is sometimes like the difference between getting him at 17 and 25, it just means when you get him, instead of getting paired with Amon-Ra, you're pairing him with Bijan. So I guess what I'm trying to say is you're getting different combinations of first round players. It's really more valuable to me if instead of 17 he's going at 32, because now all of a sudden it's like getting an additional pick. Now you're just shifting who he's paired with, because you're not going to get teams that have like Amon-Ra, Bijan, and Neighbors. I don't know if I'm making sense, but what I'm trying to say is like when you only move up like 7 or 8 spots, sometimes it just shifts the pairing rather than makes them like a significantly better or worse click. I don't know. Maybe people disagree on that, but maybe Amon-Ra Neighbors is what you need, and that's fine. And if he was going at pick 25 on the left side of the board, you'll never end up with that together. All right, what do we want to do? I don't love Troy Franklin here. Oh gosh, Jerry Jeudy. I'll take a Jerry Jeudy share, hoping that the Cleveland situation improves slightly. Yikes. All right, let's do Elijah Surratt. We'll finally take a rookie wide receiver. I think now we can stop at receiver at 7 with Justin Jefferson, T. Higgins, Sutton, Wandale, Dobbs, Jeudy, and Surratt. Jeudy is not my favorite click. I don't know. These running backs in this range, I'm just like not that excited about. I kind of panicked, but we'll see what happens. Twitter docs apparently saying he's on track, giving the additional work during Crunch's report. No issue there, apparently, on second look for Toxic Tower. Okay. So if that's the case, I think this is the discounted price. Totally makes sense if it's not a full discount. It's not a huge win like adding a first. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, Brian. Never Jeudy. Yeah. I'm not a big Jerry Jeudy guy, But he does have those occasional spike weeks, and he even had one last year with Shadur. The QB situation, if it just improves slightly, Judy could just be the most boring 900,000-yard season. PPR Tyler wondering who's typing on Toxic Tower. That is emo Cowboys typing cadence for sure. That is how emo types. Plus, we know PPR Tyler famously, as a school teacher, capitalizes the first letter of his, even in chat. Even if the next thing he says is TF, he's got to capitalize the W. We got to use proper grammar and capitalization rules must be followed. Whereas, emo, he's worked for the government. He can just throw a T in. Close enough. Lowercase t is fine. Not only is it the first letter in the sentence, it's also a proper noun. You would never, PPR Tyler. You would never. But we do need some tight ends. Regardless of whether we're capitalizing names or not, we need some tight ends here. We are direly low on them. Hold on. We're okay, nice. And we also need another quarterback. We need another quarterback, and we need a tight end. So what are we going to do? I wish there was a world where I could take J.J. McCarthy to have Justin Jefferson, but I don't think J.J. McCarthy is actually going to be their quarterback to start the season or to finish it at the very least. Sorry, I'm thinking here. What do I want to do? I think I know what I want to do. I'm just kind of dreading clicking it. Likely is someone I would have probably taken. Instead, we are going to start reaching. We're going to do Aaron Rodgers here and Omar Cooper Jr. So I saw out of the corner of my eye. First, let me grab Rodgers. I think he's going to be back in Pittsburgh, so we'll just do that. We'll take Omar Cooper. That to answer your question, Omar Cooper is someone I am building a position in. The guy who just chatted before you, PPR Tyler, great video on Mr. Omar Cooper. He's been getting some steam. Someone yesterday pointed out that he was number 27 on Brugler's big board, which, if nothing else, is going to help push him up the wide receiver ranks in the eyes of big board drafters. So we will take an Omar Cooper share. Late running backs, I've been taking a lot of Mike Washington, but I might want to back off that a little. I don't want a huge stand on him. The sidekick and the leg up folks I think they're a little higher on Chris Brazel II. Again, being a Tennessee receiver, that can draw some strong opinions from players, from fantasy players, whether we should how we should rate players coming out of Tennessee because their offense can be a little bit weird. Trying to think of other late rookies I have a stand on. Not really. Starting to mix in Hemby. Really late guys, Jamari Taylor. I was mixing in Kalen Black, but again, mentioned earlier, he didn't get invited to the combine, which feels not great. Tight ends, it's a bit of a choose your own adventure. I have a little bit of Stowers, Claire, Jolly, Trigg. Trying to not have zero, but also trying not to get like 18% or something of any of those guys, because they could literally be zero. Yeah, Omar coming. Yeah, our city famous for the wire here, and he would be a great addition to the Ravens. That would be pretty fun. All right, Jake says, pretty sure only reason he started unranked is because he declared for the draft at the deadline. Are you talking about Omar Cooper? Yeah. The sidekick left me. Kane, it's not the sidekick's fault. It's my fault. I ignored it so much that it just left. It just gave up. It talked to a therapist. It said that you have a toxic relationship with your human. Just leave. Just walk away. You don't have to tell him why. You don't owe him anything. Did I miss Freiermuth? That's unfortunate. Yeah, we missed Freiermuth. That stinks. Boy, this is grim. This is so grim. Well, you couldn't update my queue? That's not nice. Okay. I can't believe I have Evan Ingram tight end 1. Jesus Christ. I'm speechless because I have no idea what to do here. This is not a good position. All of the tight ends that I think are like day one viable or kind of dead. Like I don't even know about Mason Taylor here. I'll take Michael Mayer. I do think they're going to run more 12 in Las Vegas. I think the situation is just overall going to be better. I really can't believe I have Evan Ingram as my my tight end 1. I do have Bo Nix, but yeah, I boxed myself into a corner a little bit. I thought I could get Freiermuth at pick 204, but instead, who took him? T-Bear. It's always the ones you least suspect. T-Bear grabbed him. I was hoping to pair him with Aaron Rodgers, but yeah, yikes. This was a tight end thirsty room. You know, T-Bear hogging the tight ends with 4. Ballin he had 3 tight ends through 13. J-Dubs has 3 tight ends through 17. Crutches has 3 tight ends through 12. Guys, leave some for the rest of us. Yeah, normally I like pushing tight end to the very end, but this this room absolutely punished me for it. Night Feed saying it's the famous chat. Oh, I don't know about famous, but I am here. But appreciate you, Night Feed. Thanks so much for coming in, hanging out. Janu is my only hope. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, starving the room at tight end, a position I thought was infinitely deep. I found the bottom. It's Evan Ingram and Michael Mayer. Dear God. Dear God. But that can happen to you on the turn. You think you're good, and then next thing you know, they all vanish. And I don't think I want to end this room with five running backs. Love, Scatabo, Pollard, Algier, Gainwell. I think I want to add one more to the mix, and then just pray we hit the right one. I hate Hawkinson, but T-Bear forced my... Yeah, T-Bear. T-Bear, what happened? Hey, Doctor 1, the Professor. Trigg is in the list of late tight ends that we click on. This could be a Trigg team for sure. Fantasy Monster, you're right. QBs do matter. Appreciate you so much for coming in, hanging out. As always, everyone, if you can, drop a like, drop a sub. It helps a ton. It helps us keep the lights on, even if the sidekick is turning off on us. I think all I have to do is like restart it. But being that we're live on stream, I can't fix it on the fly. I'm afraid I'll muck up the stream. I don't think this is actually a big deal, but I don't know, Greg. I don't know about Arroyo. I don't know. Helm used to go past 200. I think on this one he went in like the 180s or 190s. All right, what are we doing? All right, let's take Trigg. Trigg. All right, Michael Trigg. We'll do one Michael Trigg share. And last year we took some Roman Wilson, which was a 0. This year we can take Roman Hemby, probably another 0, but we'll give it a whirl. So there we go. We got a 3-6-8-3. Joe Burrow, Bo Nix, Aaron Rodgers, Jeremiah Love, Cam Scatabo, Tony Pollard, Tyler Algier, Kenny Gainwell, and Roman Hemby, Justin Jefferson, T. Higgins, Cortland Sutton, Wandale, Romeo Dobbs, Jerry Jeudy, Elijah Surratt, and Omar Cooper Jr., Evan Ingram, Michael Mayer, and Michael Trigg. So pretty awful tight end room. Otherwise, I like the team. I feel like this team's kind of fun, but yeah, tight end is we're going to be praying that Evan Ingram actually does something this year. And we're not going to be praying that Brock Bowers gets hurt, but if something happens to Brock Bowers, Michael Mayer is probably a pretty good click in the 18th round. And then Michael Trigg, of course. I had to take the value, says T-Bear. It's my nature. Did you? That's ahead of ADP, Mr. T-Bear. His ADP is 219. You took him at 193. That's not value. That's the opposite of value. His ADP was like your next pick at 216. Oh my gosh. Mr. Bad, need 4 tight end there. I don't know. Might be the worst tight end room in all of the big board. Worst all time. That's not nice. It's true, but it's not nice. Roman Wilson had 1 week hitting the lineups, did he? I think all my Roman Wilson teams were in like 12th place, so I didn't even notice. X Ghost AFX. I like the double dick on the IU receivers. There we go. Yeah, would have loved, if we could have snuck Mendoza on, because I do like the Mendoza Mayer stuff. But, yeah, I like, I do not mind this team. I don't mind this team. My tight end room is flush. I like it at cost. Who do you have? Gadsden, Goddard, Parkinson, and Firemouth. All right. Maurice says, I'm a little nervous with Scatabo coming off injury plus Neighbors supposedly back, mix in new coaching staff. Maurice, I am with you. I do not like Scatabo at cost, but the problem is after Scatabo, the next running back taken is Henderson, who I think is terribly overpriced. And then Harvey, who I think is also terribly overpriced. And then Javonte, who I like, but I don't want to take a guy who's going at pick 55 and pick 37. And if you look, Javonte, Swift, and Judkins would have been off the board. So then the next running backs are Ramondre and Warren. It's a tough drafting landscape on the turn, which is why running back feels a lot better, because then you don't feel like you have to grab Scatabo there. So I'm with you. It's tough. J-Dub's windmilled gunner helm from me from across the room. He'll do that. Value has nothing to do with ADP. You have to read the room. Toxic Tower says value is quite literally about ADP. If you think like the crowd, Toxic Tower, that's what happens. See, you guys are a stream of 3, so you're used to this like collective hive mind thinking. Terrence is giving you a paradigm shift. When you're used to having to go with the whim of the crowd, you can't think like T-Bear. Think like T-Bear, Toxic Tower. But RJ is on the team, Terrence. It's already dead. Oh no, I do not subscribe. Never change. Yeah, the Tower Hive is yes. If you actually watch the Toxic Tower, which you all should, you should sub to the Toxic Tower. They agree on absolutely nothing. They tend to agree on virtually nothing. I don't have time for another draft, unfortunately. But what I can do, first of all, if you can, drop a like, drop a sub. I can go over the people in the room's team, and then I will hop on out of here. But this has been a lot of fun. But yeah, please like and sub. We're so close to 500. And when it's over, leave a comment. We can look at T-Bear. What'd you do? 2594. Josh Allen, Kyler Murray. I would have taken a third quarterback instead of a third tight end. But that's me in the hive. Bijan, Harvey, Warren, Dylan, Sampson, and Jordan James. T-Bear, you did not need a 4th tight end when this is your running back room. But again, I'm thinking with the herd. Pickens, McLaurin, Metcalf, DJ Moore, Rashid Shaheed, Pat Bryant, Troy Franklin, Darnell Mooney, Christian Kirk. So that's where all my Denver receivers went. Ahead of ADP when I had Bo Nix. Dear God. Oronde Gadsden, Dallas Goddard, Colby Parkinson, Pat Firemouth. You're killing me. T-Bear. But this is a fun team. I like the elite quarterback. If you're gonna stick with 2 QBs. There you go. All right, let's see. T-Bear does choose the red pill, 100%. And that's why he's one of the best. Copy-paste Slade. Value isn't about your room. When your team advances from being in the top 25%, then it's your value against market. You get paid when you get value against market, not your room. Yes. I mean, I guess that's just saying, like, if your good teams have value is what I feel like you're saying. But yeah, I mean, you can't eat CLV. Like, you do actually need it to be good. Yeah, the Toxic Tower is one of the best. Is one of the best. Have a great week. Hey, you too to all of you there. I got gifted a Toxic Tower sub and felt bad because I thought I was a member. That has happened to me on streams before. And then you like go to chat and your name is not green or whatever, and you're like, oh, I guess I was mooching. Me and the Hive have a great 60s throwback band name. Yeah, a lot of band names today. It's not about ADP and reading the room, Chad. It's hard to read the room also when you're doing a stream draft and trying to keep up with chat. What's your thoughts on Trey? This was a big Toxic Tower discussion last night. I think he's fine. I don't think I have a huge stand on him. Where's he going? It's like Trey Harris goes at 183. Yeah, I feel like if you're a second round pick at pick 180 is fine on an offense we think is going to be better. I think there's some danger that the talent might not be what we want it to be with Trey Harris, but I wouldn't fault anyone for taking him. I think I might have a couple shares. Well, yeah, last we heard Skalansky was using those Skalansky bucks to allegedly for bail. I don't know. I think there was some legal trouble Mr. Skalansky might have been in, but again, I don't know anything. It's all alleged. I got a soft spot for the free year 2 wide receivers. Makes sense. Fun draft, fellas. Have a nice weekend. Hey, appreciate you so much, Terrence. Thanks for drafted. And yeah, like the team. You too, Terrence. Toxic Tower says, see you, Team Fair. Love the zig and zag. 100%. All right, Bird Enthusiast. I don't know if you're in here today, but he went 3-6-8-3. Love Stroud and Mac Jones. So we'll see if Mac Jones ends up starting somewhere or not, one of those late round possible values. Derrick Henry, Hubbard, Connor, Mason, Katron Allen, Caleb Johnson. Another, if you're trying to engagement bait, Caleb Johnson always gets a rise out of people. The opinion on that pick. Puka, Rashi Rice, Christian Watson, Carnell Tate, Mike Evans, Golden, Dell, Jacoby Lane, and then Fannin, Schultz, and Tonjes. So yeah, pretty. I think Mac Jones, most interesting pick there. If he gets traded somewhere, could be fun. All right, Mr. Worth goes 3-7-7-3. Standard build here. Lamar, Baker, and Willis. Like the QB room quite a bit. A little bit of value on Lamar too. Actual ADP value. Was he reading the room though when he got this value? We will not know. Josh Jacobs, Travion Henderson, Ramondre, Bayshell Tootin, Rashad White, Mike Washington, and Adam Randall. Like all these guys here. Jamar Chase, Nico, Addison, Mr. Concepcion, Travis Hunter, AD Mitchell, Bryce Lance. Yeah, I don't have any Bryce Lance yet. Haven't formed an opinion on him. Trey Lance's younger brother. We'll see. If there's a drum beat, I will listen. And Kyle Pitts, Gunnar Helm, and Hawkinson. So yeah, nice team from Mr. Dubs. Crutches. What you do? 3-6-8-3. This is the build I tend to do more of. Although I know Davis is more 3-7-7-3. I like the 3-6-8-3s myself. Drake May, Brock Purdy, Michael Penix, Jonathan Taylor, Breece Hall, Jonah Coleman, Nick Singleton, Tank Bigsby, Emmanuel Wilson. Like this team here. Nice value on Emmanuel Wilson at the end. Drake, London, Devonta, Jordan, Tyson, Ricky Pearsall, Kayshawn Boutte, Tyreek, Kyle Williams, Chris Brazel. I like all those guys. Yeah, you are the Purdy drafter, so you did get the Purdy Pearsall in this one. And then Laporta, Kittle, Hunter Henry. Yeah. I like when you get Kittle with a more elite tight end like Laporta because you can wait on getting points from him. And then I think taking Hunter Henry makes more sense than pushing for one of the rookie tight ends again, because you're going to probably be floating a 0 for a few weeks. Maybe not. Players come back from Achilles a lot faster than they used to, but I do think taking 2 veterans on Kittle teams to me makes the most sense. All right, and we had Mr. Vinegar, 3-6-8-3, Jaden Daniels, Matt Stafford, Cam Ward, A-Chain, Cook, Kyron, Trey Benson, Tajay, and Damon Claiborne, all pretty good so far. Devontae Adams, Marvin Harrison, QJ Jennings, Ayuk. A little bit of value on Ayuk, Io Manor, Coleman, and Devon Bailey. And then Dalton Kincaid, Terrence Ferguson, Kadon. Yeah, I mean, very to me, paint by numbers team. I don't say that in a bad way. I think these are all good clicks. Only one rookie in Claiborne. So just a very mature team here from Mr. Bittiger. Joel, what am I going to do with no BRs and no DFS? Well, the golf is on. Golf is on. You can watch the Amex. I guess that's what I'll be doing. Darren, say, appreciate you so much. Bryce Young meets Trey Lance. Bryce Lance meets. I mean, why? It's not. I don't think the pick is that bad. Dear God, Emo Cowboy. All right, that's a perfect note. Perfect note to end the stream on. But everyone, if you can, drop a like, drop a sub. I wish we had something to draft, but we really don't. I don't have enough time to get a full big board in, and the golf has already started, so I don't have much there. Let a hand ruin the vibes. you are the vibes, Emo Cowboy. But all right, everyone, I will see you all on Monday. I'm going to try to start it at 8:30, but it might be 9. The Candles house has been moving like a herd of snails in the mornings, so we'll see. Emo says, once Chad gets to 500, he comes on Toxic Tower, and the Toxic Tower joins chat. Let's do it. 500 subs. So 500 subs, that's all we need to get the Toxic Tower on stream here. We'll wake up BBG from his slumber. We know he gets woken up with like a gentle rub and some banana bread wafting into his home. That's just how the man lives. And I mean, my God, if I could pull it off, I would. But that's why BBG is one of a kind. We got Emo and PPR Tyler just working hard in the trenches. And then you just got the California kid out there living the dream. But we'll see. Everyone, I appreciate y'all so much. I will see y'all on Monday. Take care.